Hey guys, this is my Zonda update. I've finally got the boat together and I got quite a bit of run time on it. If you watch my other video, you'll see the internals on this thing are completely stock. I went with a Traxxas servo, waterproof. My buddy hooked me up with a Sanwa radio and transmitter receiver, so that's what I'm running there. I don't have antenna plumbed yet, so that's probably one of the next things that's got to happen, but I've been running it just with it stuck in the hull and it's been doing okay. I did have it get away from me a couple times and it just got to walk a little closer and get it in. Sorry I don't have any runtime yet. I'm just kind of updating everyone with my experiences with the boat so far and how fast it went. I ran the boat completely stock with two 6S batteries, 5,000 milliamp 45C 6S, and the boat did 52 miles an hour, but I had the ESCs turned way back because I didn't want to cook them. And I never got a temperature reading with that because I never had my temp gun with me whenever I went and ran it with the stock setup. So I was kind of new to boats, so I didn't know much about the drive shafts, and I accidentally cooked this drive shaft over here and had to replace them. So I went to the one-piece drive shafts, which I plan on doing anyways, and I grease the heck out of them every time I run now because it's a maintenance thing and it definitely needs to be done. But for purposes, I have these shafts undone already, so they're super easy. All you gotta do is pull them out and there you go. It's that simple. You gotta undo one nut and they just pop right out. The one-piece drive shafts for this setup is like a must. Awesome. And then when I did the one-piece drive shafts, I went to a bigger prop. I went to a 45, I think it's a 45-14. It's whatever's recommended on Offshore Electronics website for the Zonda upgrades. This is the prop I'm running, and they are awesome. I noticed a huge difference over stock. The stocks, with the 6S batteries, you could tell the boat was just overturning them. And if the boat wasn't up on plane and you were to just hammer it from like a slow roll, you just overpowered the props, and they would just, you could just see the boat struggling to get up on plane. These props with the 6S batteries, with the current timing I have like no timing in the ESCs. Awesome. Like instant hookup. They work great. And I went from 52 miles an hour to like 70. I think today we hit 71. And the only difference from running complete bone stock to now was the props and the drive shafts, which I do believe the drive shafts do seem like they have less drag. It seems like a lighter rotating mass, so that probably helps over the two-piece drive shafts. So much easier maintenance, so much easier to take care of. It's awesome, so much easier. My next thing is I am with the bigger props. My ESCs are at 104 degrees, so they're about max, so I don't want to add any timing programming them, even though I could probably get a lot more speed out of it. I gotta wait till I get better cooling because I still have the stock cooling system, but I did just buy the dual rudder pickup, so we're going to be running the dual rudder pickup from Offshore Electronics, and yeah, we're going to strap that baby on. We're going to plumb the antenna, drill another hole for the other inlet, and yeah, that's going to be the next one. If we can get these ESCs down in temperature a little bit, then maybe we can add a little more juice to them and see how we do. But yeah, it's been an awesome experience so far. I had a pretty rough crash yesterday at about 60-65 miles an hour. Hit a wave just right, and it got air underneath the boat, and it just did like 4 backflips. But it landed pretty easy. No damage to the boat. I checked the hull for like 10 minutes. No signs of damage. Other than that, it's been great. The boat is super stable at high speeds as long as it's fairly calm conditions. I've actually had out in fairly rough water, and it's still very stable. But I think I'm starting to get to that point where I'm probably going to have to reinforce the hull because I'm starting to get a lot more speed in it. So that's probably on the plate is also. So, but I have no intentions of upgrading the stock electronics right now. I'm very happy with the boat. Like I said, 71, 72 miles an hour. And I was starting to outrun my radio a little bit because I don't have the antenna plumbed in. So I'm thinking if I get it plumbed in and I get a little more range out of it, I can run the boat out a little bit harder. And I'm thinking I might pick up a couple more miles an hour, be able to run it out a little bit better. But yeah, that's my update so far. A couple crashes, nothing super crazy. I did when I first got the boat. I ran it into a dock, doing about 20, 25 miles an hour. I had the set screw right here on the rudder come loose, and the rudder got turned when it was already under power, and there's nothing I could do to avoid collision. So hit a dock pretty decent with it up front, but it really didn't do any damage. There's a couple little paint imperfections which I kind of touched up here and right along